far up as it goes. Damn. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. Went too far. What happened to my flap? You don't get any wind pulling your tarps off. On the front end, we want to put our side flaps, tie our side flaps together first, then our end flap in on the reverse. Okay. This is wood, so put your see, I don't want hooks on my inside of my tarp, so I use the middle of the bungee. Okay. These are kind of just temporary to hold the tarp down to where I can use my bungee rope. Only about 4 D-rings at a time. The braided stuff works better because you can pull it through the whole thing at a time. But this stuff seems to hold up pretty well. I've been using it for a long time. Kind of temporary held up with the few bungees here and there. So we don't want to get this side. Oh crap. Too terribly tight. Don't want to start pulling our tarps over. Okay, so right here, where this one comes together, we'll want to put a single bungee, tie that corner in. Uh-oh, I'm getting greedy. Damn it. Now this side, we've already got the other side tight, so we can really, but I think all of my disaster loads have required 8-foot tarps. So if you just want to get rid of that disaster, you just don't carry 8-foot tarps. You can't possibly book one if you don't have the tarp. Okay. Here's a big one. That'll just be enough. Eesh. Ooh, I don't know. I don't like doing that because that back of the hook can kind of rub on that tarp, but sometimes. Yeah, I finished up almost when he did. He was getting scaled when I started loading. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. All right. That poor guy had 9-foot freaking tarps. Poor dude. Not sure why they carry 9-foot tarps. Also, that guy had. That was okay. We need to do something here. So that could come unhooked and start running in the wheels. So let's see, what do I normally do here? So like one of these numbers. I have the hooks, but so that guy, Central Oregon Trucking, he, for some reason they spec flatbeds with fixed tandem, not fixed spread. And he was playing hell trying to get his load to scale. He had to have him move the freight 3 times. I don't know why a trucking company that is a flatbed only trucking company, why they would spec something like that. I mean, it could have been because they're interested in fuel mileage. Tandems get better fuel mileage than the spread for sure, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem like most fleets care about fuel mileage. And then all you're gonna do is make every load a disaster trying to get it scaled right. Why is there something? So it's just a weird thing for a fleet to do, and I've seen a lot of their trucks. The thing is, it's not all of them. Some of their trucks have spread axles. It's almost like they've been changing their fleet out to tandems, and they're not sliding tandems, they're fixed in the rear. So not only do you suffer from turning radius, but you can't get anything to scale properly. I mean, he was playing hell. He loaded, he was heavy on his trailer, and he was also heavy on his gross, just like I was. They went and moved freight, had to move freight twice to get his tandem low. Now, one advantage of that is he's hauling a hell of a lot less weight than I am, because they had to get his axles to scale out. So in one way, the fleet's brilliant, because they found a way they can get away with hauling less weight. But most fleets try to haul more weight because their customers want them to. So you would think they would start losing a lot of customers when they're constantly having to pull. I think he pulled like 3 bunks off. 3 bunks of lumber that was supposed to go. So I just don't get it. I see that. I've seen that a couple of times. I'm like, why in the world? Doesn't make sense to me. There's got to be a reason. I'd love to know what it is. Okay, what do you guys think? Looks pretty good, huh? Now the nice thing about these bungee ropes is that I virtually won't have to touch it again. Everything holds, everything's nice and tight. Now, part of that is because I've done this before. Of course, I could do it with bungees and probably not touch it, but I've just found when you use these bungee ropes, everything's so perfect. You almost never have to touch the damn thing. We're good to go. We can't get into the tire. Our back's buttoned up. Our sides are all buttoned up. We scaled out okay. Well, actually, we scaled out at 80,100 pounds. But I'll burn up 100 pounds worth of fuel before I hit my first port. And I have the diesel APU, and that gives me an exemption of like 350 pounds. So I don't think and I don't think most ports are gonna balk at 100 pounds. I can just say I ate too much, you know? Okay, that's it. We're gonna get on the road here. This is going down to California.